Rocking with pettyblog.com.
I can't be on the petty blog.
I wonder what pet tea means. Like, does she have a pet that she really likes? Petty and tea. I was so dumb.
So they already know that I'm dropping the tea. So let's get right into it. Romeo Miller just revealed that he's finally going to get paid for Rap Snacks after all of these years. For those who don't know, he's basically the owner of the brand. Alexa, who owns Rap Snacks?
Rap Snacks is owned by Romeo Miller.
Okay, and has been for over a decade and a half now. However, he has never, ever been paid behind it. Wow. He and his father have been publicly feuding lately, so I highly recommend that any of you that don't know the full details of that, which I broke down to a T in my previous video, to go watch it. It will be linked to the end of this video, and it will pop up in the last 20 seconds of it, so make sure to watch it to catch up on the back end, because it's definitely a deep end.
I've been trying not to go off the deep end.
But yeah, so a quick brief. One of Romeo's younger sisters, Tatiana, passed away a little over 6 months ago, and that made Romeo come into realization of a lot of things about life. Tatiana struggled with mental health challenges and allegedly took her own life, so when Steven Twitch Boss passed and Master P posted him, it really triggered Romeo badly because he feels as though his father ignores his own children's struggles with mental health and life, but had the audacity to post and pay tribute to a man that he never even knew. So he immediately started to expose his father's flaws that he's been hiding to help protect daddy's image. One of which is the fact that his dad basically never paid him anything for any of the work that he did as a child star, which would have been exploitation. The same day that he started to call his dad out, which was on the 15th of December, he also decided to start getting his just dues, and that it's time to start getting paid for his work, because mind you, he claims that he never saw a penny of his Lil Romeo money because it went to his father's IRS taxes. As y'all know, when you're a rapper or independent contractor, things of that nature, when it's not being automatically withheld and you have to pay your own taxes, YouTube included, people tend not to pay them. So when that tax bill comes around, you better pay it or you might get locked up. I'm just saying. So Romeo, who loves his father, allegedly paid that bill for him. A lot of entertainers are backed up from years and years of owed taxes, and again, when you have to pay it on your own, you tend not to. But yeah, he also claimed that he's been taking care of his dad since he was 18, and that all of his siblings are broke because they were not properly set up in life. So now that he's a whole father himself, he's not going for the financial mistreatment anymore. So in a now deleted post that he removed shortly after posting it, which we caught for y'all know we got y'all, he posted these 5 slides captioned, "Read above. Only addressing this here because my father is trying to gaslight and break me instead of taking accountability of his mistakes and greed, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. My concern was never about money, but that's the only thing that was highlighted, so here we are. I never brought this to social media. My father, Master P, did when he felt the urge to call out blogs to clear up stories that was bothering him. I rarely post, but I do have a voice too, and I won't be bullied. I forgave my dad years ago, and I apologize for entertaining this on here because it's out of character, but sometimes that's what it takes. He has to be willing to get help too. Like he says, mental illness is real, so why do he think he's exempt?
See, what hurts me the most is you won't admit you was wrong.
Tough times don't last, but strong people do. I'm in good spirits, and I know if the proper steps are taken, my family will be even stronger one day. Blessings and love. Now let's do what he says and let's read above. Wait, I didn't mean to make that rhyme, y'all. I really didn't. But yeah. He wrote, I would just like to thank James and Taylor of Rap Snacks for seeking the truth and doing proper business. This year, I will get my first Rap Snacks check and finally start receiving my earnings from my bags. I was told as a kid that we owned Rap Snacks and that my payday would come after we put in work and sold a company. Silly me. I promoted a company for free for 15 years based on the word of my pops without being allowed to see any contracts or even meet with the team. And I stayed loyal, but I'm entitled and ungrateful now? Only addressing this here because my father is trying to gaslight and break me instead of taking accountability of his mistakes and greed. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. My mental is very strong because I do the work, but no man or woman should live a lie to protect another. My stand isn't about money, it's about the perception of money. My father knows that I've made the most earnings over the past 10 years and played my part quietly, as always, so he could shine. In time, the truth will prevail, and I believe when my father truly leans only on God and not image and money, he will be the richest man in the world, if that's what his heart desires. None of y'all love my father more than me. I know my sister's passing was a warning, and just like Moses in the Bible, the man that leads the people out isn't always allowed to the promised land because of his own ego. Don't have to be perfect, but I can't follow someone who's been blinded. Y'all make fun of me because y'all think I was raised a certain way, but I was built for this season of ridicule and misunderstanding. I'm willing to be judged and walk through the fire for my family in hopes of a great leader waking up. I've reached out behind closed doors and got burnt repeatedly. He's an adult and has to do the honest work as well. Like I told him, I have to love from a distance until then. I have a family now too, and it's critical I protect my peace. No more suffering in silence, the rise of the phoenix. Ooh. Okay, Romeo is finally about to be paid for what he quote-unquote owns. I know that's right.
Y'all have to request the rap snacks by Romeo at the store.
I should have in Philly, Baltimore, D.C.
But you know what? Since we're here and talking about what he's been affiliated with for years, ages, I say ICDC. I'm so ICDC College. ICDC. I'm so ICDC College.
Roll on up to ICDC.
I'm so ICDC College.
Now we're wondering if he got paid for his affiliation with that school, as I'm so sure that 90% of the school only enrolled because of Romeo endorsing it and being a spokesperson. I'm just saying. And let's face it, he took years of being clowned for being the face of it while also being a rich kid, or so the world thought. But now we're beginning to know the truth behind his real life, so hopefully Master P let him get those checks.
But put yourself in my position. Just try to envision.
But yeah, in case y'all are wondering, the school ICDC did shut down in 2016, and there was never a clear reason as to why. However, on April 4th, 2016, the ICDC website read, "We are no longer accepting new applications for enrollment." This followed the school falling into poor standing with the California approving agency and its lack of authorization in many states from which students enrolled. Interesting. Oh yeah, and I've been meaning to ask, have any of you ever tried Romeo's rap snacks? If so, how was it? How does it taste for real? Because we like to support over here, so I'm willing to go out and buy a few anyway, just cause, especially since he will finally start receiving his commission for it next quarter. And I'm sorry, but taking your kids' money is foul on all fours, and there's no other way to look at it in my opinion, because at the end of the day, before folks even have kids, we all know that inflation will occur, right? Because we've all seen it happen as we age. For example, our parents watched their rent go from like $100 for a 2-bedroom to now going into 2023, rent in the ghettoest of ghettos be like $2,000 for a 2-bedroom. And I'm talking in the slums of Newark, child. So that's a quick example of how kids will also need money to survive in this cold world. So if true, Master P is foul for that. Or maybe he doesn't understand that the kids that you have are also going to have their own financial responsibilities. And therefore, they also need money also. But what are y'all thinking overall? We want to know, so leave your thoughts below, and don't forget to like this video, share this content, and if it's your first time here, be sure to sub to this channel for more. And be sure to also hit that bell to join the notification gang. PettyBlog.com signing out.